What if God allows the world to reject you, to misunderstand you? Because you were never meant to fit into that world. God, in fact, loves you so much that God allowed you to go through all of that rejection, all of that feeling of isolation, of alienation. So this so-called mistrust of God, perhaps it isn't a mistrust of God, it's a mistrust in the world. And we're not to get those two things confused, because God designed you to be a child of heaven, not a child of the world. And some people may say, well, why did God allow me to go through that pain and that rejection and all of that suffering that I received from the world, all that torment? Well, who am I to tell you all of the reason? But one reason is to build your strength. And I think we go through enough of that rejection of the world until we realize that we truly are not meant to fit into it, and stop trying to fit into it. God allows the world to reject you because God loves you so much, because you have a place in heaven. You already belong in the dimension of heaven, and that's why the world, the dimension of obscurity and chaos, rejects you. You are not an energetic alignment for the world. And yes, God allows that so that you finally realize that you don't belong in that world. You are a child of love. And I think a lot of the time we can project a very human perception of God. And so I think it's realizing that we've put on these goggles, and those goggles are made up from the lens of the world view. And we start to think in the same way that the world thinks. But we're not here to think in the same way the world thinks. We're here to think differently. And your heart already knows differently. It's just your mind has to catch up with the heart. But I think one of the huge keys of liberation is realizing that perhaps the mistrust in God that you think you have is actually less a mistrust in God and more a mistrust in the world.